Welcome to Twist Grip Tales, and have we got a tale for you? This is one of motorcycle construction royalty right here. This is none other than Lucky Kaiser. Welcome to Twist Grip Tales.
Thank you.
There you go. Now, if you're not familiar with this man of genius, of mechanical construction genius, Lucky is famous for, actually this is the petrol tank of your Merlin V-twin 5-litre 2-cylinder out of a Merlin engine.
That's right. That's the real thing. Yep.
That's it. And that was a great drag race machine.
Well, it was more of a drag race land speed machine. I've been here a few times with it.
And you've had that V-twin here at on the Salt.
Yeah, I've had it here, but did about 150 mile an hour shakedown pass, but it's not a high rever, but gearing accordingly, I could do 200 easy, you know.
So what sort of revs does a 5-litre V-twin pull?
Well, that's about 3.5 pulls it up. So because of the long stroke,
yes,
a 6-inch ball, a 6.58-inch stroke, you know. So man, it's a lot of
3,500 RPM. Why would you want any more?
Well, in the aircraft, they used to ground them if you went over 3,000. So
yeah,
because
and that's supercharged and all sorts of things.
Oh yeah, well that was a standard feature. Of course, on the Merlin, I reused the supercharger because the supercharger come off the tractor, but it still had to be done because of the cam profiles.
Yes.
But gee, it runs sweet. I've had it since 1982. I built it, never put a spanner on it.
And I remember reading about your machine and your mechanical exploits in Australian Motorcycle News magazine way back then, and I marvelled at the fact that anyone would go and do such an amazing construction.
Well, I don't know why I did it sometimes, but anyway, I guess I was in the right place at the right time, and I always had the obsession to have the world's biggest V-twin, and I did it.
And you did it. And
it is, to this day, still the world's biggest V-twin and probably the most powerful, and I was pretty proud of it, and a lot of other people took notice, including yourself, and the media did a few stories on it.
That's right.
It turned out well, and I just love it because of the history of it and the quality of the materials in a Rolls-Royce engine. Like for the day, it was incredible.
And you were telling me that those cylinders came off an engine that was part of the Dam Busters training team.
That was the real thing.
Running in a Meteor.
No, it was a Mosquito.
Mosquito, yeah.
Yeah, well, the Mosquito did the testing program in Weymouth in England. They used a 500-pound bomb to substitute the real ones, the Lancasters, are going to drop later.
Yep.
And they used them quite extensively. The Mosquitoes were very successful at that, and that's my favourite aeroplane, a Mosquito. And I found a Mosquito out in the bush years ago, and I just fell in love with that thing. But the timber was rotten and everything, but I kept the engine out of it, and it was a destroyed engine. I wouldn't cut up a good Rolls-Royce engine, no way. But the thing is, the quality of the metals, the engineering that went into those engines back then in 1932. The Snyder Trophy was won by a Rolls-Royce Merlin, and I was impressed, and I'll tell you what, when I built that engine, it just started the first kick.
Extraordinary. Yeah.
1-2 revolutions it went. I go, do something wrong, but it didn't. But then the rest is history. But then, as time progressed, if you want to keep asking questions, we ended up with the Merlin tank on another creation I built.
So this is your latest creation that you've built for Mark Clifford?
That's right.
And what engine is this? This is a V8 engine you've shoehorned into this this purpose-built frame?
Well, it's a 302 Windsor, Ford Windsor. It's got a Tickford kit in it and everything. She goes, well, Mark, this is his first run. He just idled along at 125 miles an hour. We're going to do some impressive times here.
125 mile an hour, and he said, and now this is a bit special because, well, it's got a clutch, but the gearbox is straight drive, no gearbox.
No gearbox.
Why? Because it's geared for,
well,
at peak revs, it's geared for 200 miles an hour.
With the big sprocket, maybe, yeah. What with the big sprocket? Yeah.
So this is the beginner's model.
Yeah.
So before you progress to the big one, you start off with a bike that'll only do 170 miles an hour. I love it. So, well, it's very neatly put together. The handlebars, they're not clip-ons.
No.
You need a lot of leverage when you've got this much weight underneath you. But you're saying it handled like a Cadillac, you were saying.
Yeah, well, I'm impressed myself. Like, I thought it might be a bit of a pig, but it's going all right, Mark. Yeah, I was a bit worried because...
Come over here, Mark, and tell us what it was like. Come over here. Come over here.
Oh, Mark, it's a team effort, you know. You're the boss.
Heavy, sat on beautiful, like a big LTD or a bloody limo. Fine. Up that speed anyway.
So first one, no nerves.
Well, no, Lucky had more than I did.
Yeah, I was a bit worried. Because when you
But
make
yeah,
something...
like the first time I rode it, we had the training wheels on because we just put them on there to push around the pits.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, once you get rolling, it's fine.
So have you come to the Salt before, Mark?
Yeah, 12, 13 times.
All right, so you're a veteran. And
Yeah.
what sort of machines have you campaigned in the past?
That wide Hayabusa that's just done a run, that used to be mine.
Yeah?
No, the Rocket 3 got the record for that. You know, the big
Yes,
2.3.
Three-cylinder
Yeah.
Triumph Rocket
That was
3.
there last meeting,
Oh my gosh.
140 something like that.
And you thought you'd go for something with a bit more torque?
No, just something different. That won't go as fast as the Hayabusa,
But we did.
but it looks cool.
It all started with
I think it's got a bit more class than a Hayabusa. I mean,
Not too many. There's
you go...
a heap of Hayabusas.
Hayabusa, I mean, you know, you lay your money down, you get a bike, they say it'll do 200 mile an hour out of the showroom, but has it got this sort of
No,
class?
that's what attracts me and Lucky to stuff like this.
Yeah, well, I'm building Mark and helping him build a truck that does 150 miles an hour. A 51 International with a 1271 Detroit in it.
Yeah,
That's the next
that'll
one's
be out here
coming
next year.
Yeah, so.
We look forward to that.
That'll be tough.
Yeah, so you got one, there's one truck here, there's one prime mover here this year,
Yeah, no,
but he's only doing 100 and something miles an hour.
130,
Block of flats
I
on
think.
wheels.
It's about
yeah, but
130.
no, he's had a few problems. That'll slide that thing. It's got 2,000 horsepower. So you've just got to sort it out. Couplers you can only sort out once a year.
That's it, 2,000 horsepower and a million newton metres of torque.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, and a lot of smoke he's blowing at the moment as
I
well.
haven't seen him run yet, but
Oh, he's blowing a lot of smoke. He's a James Bond prime mover, I'll tell you. So,
anyway, good on you.
well, thank you very much, Mark, for being on Twist Grip
worries.
Tales. Twist Grip Tales.
I like it.
There we go. So thanks, Lucky. It's a pleasure to meet you for the first time. I've read all about you so often. To meet you in the flesh, fantastic, and to see one more of your creations right here doing the
Did
business.
a good job of it too.
No, thanks for
Doing
team effort too. You know?
Yeah, well, that's it. The
But I'm
encouragement of the team.
Yeah, I did all the. He's the sort of like the draftsman, I was the builder, you know. So, but we put two heads together and we made something, you know.
And sparks flew.
Yeah, no.
That's great.
We live in Mackay, the best place in the world, and we like a beer and we like the work, you know. So,
There you go.
I'm only 70, so what else would I do?
Well, a young lad.
Young lad.
A young lad. And a motorcycle and a beer. Well, thanks, Lucky. Appreciate that.
Okay.
Thanks for being on Twist Grip Tales. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and send a message to Lucky and Mark. Encourage them in their exploits with this amazing monster of a machine that's a lot classier than a Hayabusa, I've got to tell you. See you next time.
You got the dangerous territory.
Ah, well,
Okay.
good on you.
Thank you.